I watch the top 10 videos that come up for the search, how to grow a YouTube channel and how to start a YouTube channel from scratch, to see specifically if their advice should be followed by business owners. Here's the truth. YouTube works differently for business owners than content creators or YouTubers. You could say YouTube is broken for business owners. And I wanna walk you through what most YouTube gurus or strategists are telling you to do. And then I wanna show you what will work for business owners if they wanna use YouTube to make daily sales from their videos. Because it's not just about growing your channel and getting more subscribers. I wanna know if I have the right people watching. I'm testing something. So if you are a business owner, let me know what your business is down in the comments, so I know we're business owners and we're not YouTubers here. Reviewing these 10 videos, here's the gist of what they all say you need to do to grow a YouTube channel today. Pick a niche or audience, post consistently, make searchable content, optimize your titles and thumbnails, study your analytics, and double down on what gets views, engage with your audience, use playlists and end screens, collaborate with other creators, try shorts for more reach, and stay patient and persistent. Here's the problem with all of that advice. It's predominantly designed for content creators or YouTubers who want views and subscribers and are mainly growing their revenue through YouTube AdSense. And this is not a stable way to build a revenue strategy because you don't have control in AdSense, and that's a whole different avenue we can go down. But if you are a business owner, you do not need hundreds of thousands of subscribers and views. You need clients, leads, and sales. And you can do that with under 1,000 subscribers. Now, there was a time when I took all that YouTuber advice and I put it into my channel. I explain the full story in this video right here, but the Cliff Notes version is those videos went viral like I wanted them to. I brought the wrong people to my channel. I ended up drying up my sales from my channel and had to delete millions of views from my channel and basically start it all over. You see, the YouTube algorithm awards binge-worthy, broad content. But this type of content for you as a business owner is going to drive freebie chasers and not buyers. And so it's going to feel like you're posting consistently and you're seeing views, but your revenue isn't going up. You're not getting more clients, you're not getting more sales, and you're feeling like, what is the purpose of creating YouTube videos if it's not making me sales? If you're a coach, a course creator, even a service provider, you need a different strategy than what you are told grows a YouTube channel specifically for YouTubers. So let's flip the script. Here's what you actually need to do as a business owner if you want to use YouTube to grow your business or make more sales, or in my case, make sales every single day. First, you still need to niche down, but you need to niche by transformation, not just a topic. You need to be very clear in your niche who you help, what problem you solve, and what is the solution that they're going to achieve after learning from you or working with you. So when I'm speaking to my clients, I ask them, what is the transformation for your main offer? What is it that they're going to achieve at the end of your offer? That's how you need to be looking at your YouTube channel. That's the audience you're speaking to on your YouTube channel, because your channel needs to be built around your offer and the journey your ideal client or customer will take. The second piece of advice is it's not just posting consistently for business owners, it's posting strategically. Every video you post should not be a random video you're choosing from a list of videos. In fact, I talk more about that here, but each video you create should be a specific asset in your sales funnel and what I call your YouTube playlist funnel. It's not gonna be just content for content's sake. So when you're planning your videos, you need to be thinking about your videos in a strategic flow. And that is the flow your client journey is going to follow. So in a business owner's advice, you need to be thinking about quality plus intent is greater than quantity of videos. The third thing you need to do as a business owner, not a YouTuber, is make videos that address objections, pain points, and belief shifts for people ready to buy. You're not focusing on just how-to content for beginners. And this becomes a really mind F for a lot of my clients because they want to post videos that get more views because we've been instilled more views is success, is what we need. But what happens is when you're posting content that's actually getting more views, it becomes broader content. And it's not addressing the pain points that your ready to buy audience has. And so the people that are watching your beginner content, your broad content, either it's gonna take them a long time to decide to convert and buy from you, or they're gonna lose interest in your niche in no time. And so you need to be focusing on very specific topics that person, right before they decide to work with you, buy your course, buy your offer, whatever it is you're selling, what is that person's pain point right before they pull out their credit card and say yes to you? These topics will get less views because they are more specific, but this is the ready to buy viewer you want that's going to give you your sales every day. Which kind of leads into the next thing that you need to do is also your titles and thumbnails. Just like YouTubers, titles and thumbnails are just as important for you as well, but they need to be speaking specifically for your ready to buy viewer. We're not talking broad shock and awe statements. They still need to address a pain point that your audience is having, but it needs to be very specific to the problem that they are in right now, so they can watch your video and see you have the solution. So your titles and thumbnails should speak directly to your ideal client's pain and desired outcome, and sprinkle on a little curiosity in how you do that, because the curiosity helps get that click. The next piece is, like I said, a really mind F for my audience, and you need to be tracking sales, not views. So when you log into YouTube and you go to your analytics, you're going to see your top 10 videos. And when you post a video and it hits a 10 out of 10, your immediate thought is that video flopped, that video failed. But that's in the eyes of YouTube. And remember, YouTube isn't what's making us money. Our clients, our students, our sales are making us money. And so we need to shift the way we look at our video success. And instead of looking at that top 10 dashboard, you want to look at your sales page, your lead magnet, your offer, your course page, and did it get more traffic since that video has been posted? Did you get more sales? Did you get more email signups to that page when that video went live? That's how you should be tracking success for your videos. And then the videos that are showing more traffic, more sales, more leads, those are the topics you should hone in on and make more videos about. The next thing that you need to do as a business owner and not a YouTuber is you need to be focusing on your videos in a playlist funnel. This is just like an email funnel, only public. And so people can binge watch the entire funnel in under 2 hours. And you're not having to battle against deliverability, open rates. You're not spreading this across days where they may lose interest. When you build playlist funnels, like I said, people can find that immediately or find that in one day and go through your entire playlist funnel that day and decide to become a client. This has happened countless of times for me on YouTube. I was able to get what ultimately ended up being a $50,000 client from a playlist funnel that she binged and decided, okay, I'm working with you, and we worked together for almost a year. Now, the next thing that YouTubers really do is they do a great job of engaging in their comments. And I think that that's great. They really build a loyal fan base, and we could learn a little bit from that as business owners. But what we need to realize is our engagement in comments need to qualify and nurture those viewers with those comments. Because while yes, you're building a community and you're building an audience on YouTube, you're not building a fan base. And one of my clients, Christina, did this amazingly in her comments. She just engaged back on a comment with a viewer, and then that viewer immediately decided to buy a course from her. That's what I'm talking about when we're looking at our comments and we are engaging in our comments to qualify and nurture that can help lead to the sale. The next thing you want to do is collaborate for value, not just exposure. So what you really want to do as a business owner on YouTube is look for other people who are speaking to your niche, who are speaking to the same audience as you, and how can you collaborate together? I don't do this enough because I spend a lot of time with my clients, but a while ago, I did an entire series with other business owners that were copywriters, sales funnel experts, and what we did is we talked about what we learned that year, and then we all referenced each other's videos on our videos. And this worked for us because we were all speaking to the same audience, but we all had different offers and we all sold different things. Now, if I were to go be on somebody's channel that talked about home organization, probably not going to be the best audience for me because those people are interested in home organization. What is that going to bring me? Not people that are interested in using YouTube channel to sell and get leads, right? So when you're thinking about collaborating with people, which is a great idea, make sure your audience aligns with their audience as well. A lot of YouTubers are playing with or have used shorts. Up until now, I may have a change in shorts. Up until now, shorts have had no value for myself and my clients because we are creating long form content for conversions. And when you look at short form content like shorts, what are people doing on shorts? They're being entertained, they're scrolling, right? They're down a scroll hole and they're not thinking about a problem that they need to have solved. And so for me to waste time on shorts, the value just wasn't there because I wasn't seeing the payoff because people on shorts, like I said, are there to be entertained and they're not trying to have a problem solved. Also, the algorithm wasn't doing a good enough job of then somebody who had potentially watched my short then see my longer form content. That is changing, and I am seeing more people talk about that. So if you are using YouTube for your business, I wouldn't worry about shorts at the moment because you're going to get longer lifetime and better ROI on long form content on YouTube first. And then if you have extra time, then I would focus on shorts. But your biggest payoff is going to be on long form YouTube videos because people who are watching those long form videos are people who are actively trying to solve their problem. They're going to YouTube to search their problem and they're watching your video, and those are the people that are going to convert. The next thing is be patient and track what matters. Here's the thing when you use YouTube strategically for your business. You can see results in a few videos. You don't need to track your success as subscribers and views. You can track your success with sales. And I've had clients with their second video published make a sale. I've had clients with just a few videos published make a sale. I've had clients make sales from videos that have been live less than 24 hours because they're using YouTube not for YouTuber advice, but with business owner advice. Because when you look at YouTube and every video has a role in a bigger selling system, that's where results happen. You don't have to chase a magic subscriber number. And when you start to track which videos are actually driving you sales, you know which topics your ready to buy viewer is really interested in, and those are the topics you can start double downing on to see more sales. Before I mention how you can implement this, I do have a totally free masterclass that shows you exactly how I build my playlist funnel, and it goes into detail specifically how you can start turning your YouTube channel into a daily sales machine. So if you want more information and you want to go a little bit more in depth on this topic, go to trenalittle.com/masterclass to get your seat in the next class that I'm hosting live. And I'm telling you, this is what works for YouTube for business owners because I've experienced and I've had countless clients have this experience as well. So how can you start setting this up for your channel, whether you're starting from scratch or you're starting to think, dang, I've been using a YouTuber strategy all along. All right, so first, what is your main offer? I like to think of this as all roads lead to. In my channel, the main purpose of my channel is to get clients into my YouTube coaching experience. That is my main offer. So for me, all roads lead to my YouTube coaching experience. Second, you want to map out 4 to 5 video ideas that are addressing your ideal client for that offer we just mentioned in step 1, that ideal client's objections, beliefs, and pain points. Because we're thinking about this as dominoes. If we have 5 dominoes set up, what is the first one that we need to knock down the second one? Once we knock down the second one, what is the third one we need to knock down? That's how we're thinking about these series of videos and a playlist funnel. Once you have these topics mapped out, then you're going to create video game plans. I talked more about video game plan in last week's video up here, but you're gonna come up with titles and thumbnails that are really going to highlight the problem your ideal viewer, your ideal customer is having, so they wanna click on the video, and then you're gonna deliver on what is the solution for them, what is a quick win for them. And then Videos 1 is gonna lead to video 2. Video 2 is gonna lead to video 3, and so on until you get to that 5th and final video that is going to show them your offer, your solution, your big solution you have for them. Once you have them scripted, I highly encourage you to batch. I am batching today. I'm getting 3 videos done on the last day of school, so I have a little bit of time when the kids are home before I gotta film again. But batching allows you to stay consistent, and that is essential for business owners because when you're consistent on YouTube, your results start to snowball. So if one video gets some sales and you post the next video that sends more traffic to that video that got sales, you got more sales. And if you post the next video that gets traffic to the next video that gets traffic to the video that got you sales, you can see how it starts to snowball. The other thing that's great for business owners, when you're posting weekly and consistently, you now have email content because I take the transcripts of this video and I turn it into 3 emails that I then send to my list. I wanna take a check here and see how you're feeling about this new idea for YouTube. And so to know that you're still following along and you're still here right now, what is the one offer you wanna sell from your YouTube videos? List it down in the comments below. This system works for business owners because when we look at the YouTube analytics, it is broken for business owners. It is focused on more views, more subscribers equals success. And that's not what equals success for business owners. You need to build trust, authority, and a buyer journey. And that's when YouTube becomes your 24/7 sales team that will work for you for months and years from now. But here's the thing, knowing what to do is one thing, but knowing how to do it step by step, that's another. If you wanna see exactly how I would start and grow a small YouTube channel to daily sales in 90 days or less, I'm breaking that down in the next video on your screen right here.